Welcome to this edition of Real People with Angela McCallum, who is a Scottish vocal coach. That's right, isn't it, I think?
Yes, it is,
We're going to be talking about your journey into that role, what you get out of it yourself, and what, I guess, the people you work with get out of it.
Yeah, really exciting to talk about it.
So how did it all start?
Well, I actually trained kind of from a very young age in the performing arts, but my mum was a classical singer, or is a classical singer, so she kind of trained me classically for a long time, and I just loved training, really. I really loved singing, I loved being on stage, loved performing. It was my home, really, away from school, away from kind of social issues and friendships and things. I found a real place, like I found a community that really understood my crazyisms, so to speak.
Crazyisms, that's a good
just
word.
A little bit. I'd done my training and I'd done some performing around kind of internationally and in the UK, and then I got quite ill, actually, unfortunately, and I was ill for about 9 years and I didn't go back to performing, and I thought, how am I going to come back?
It's a long time to be off.
Yeah. And I didn't really know where to start, and I saw a position for a singing teacher, and I thought, I'm going to go for it and see, and it just grew from there, really. And the actual brand Scottish vocal coach didn't come until much later. I was actually known for doing a music school. I had a music school in Renfrewshire called McCallum School of Music, where we had about 150 students in total, and that was ranging from singing lessons to piano lessons to theory to guitar to musical theatre to...
You had a whole team then?
Yes, yeah, and I had staff working for me, but obviously with COVID things changed, and I took a personal kind of challenge through COVID, which I think we all did, to be honest. We all took a bit of a journey there, and I closed the school, and I thought, I'm going to focus on me as a teacher, because I was really loving teaching and working with different voices, and I'm a bit persnickety, it's another word. I like to get into the voice,
right,
to get in and fix any issues or any rasps or any wee melismas that are not sitting right, or if there's a breathiness.
Every person's a different challenge.
Yes, and that's the joy, I think, as well. So kind of the Scottish vocal coach came maybe about 7 or 8 years ago. A lot of my students used to do a lot of the television competitions and stuff, and I remember Simon Kill, he never remembered my name ever.
Right, so you met Simon a few times, have you?
Yeah, just through X Factor, Britain's Got Talent, different things, and I'm a very small fish in comparison to him, and he just used to call me, oh, that's the Scottish vocal coach, and I thought, do you know, that sticks. And then my mum said, you should use that as a brand. And I went, okay. And
Hence,
then Scottish vocal coach became a brand. And now that's what I do.
Is it just yourself, or have you got other people doing it?
Just me.
Okay.
Just me. I've got a little home hub in Renfrew that I teach out of at the back of the house.
And yeah, we said earlier on that everybody's got a different voice, but can anybody sing? Is it something you're born with? You know, can it be taught, or is it just you're born with it, or you don't have it, you have it?
I think it can be taught. I think you do need the right connection with your teacher to bring the voice out. You know, I have a lot of people who I use that are vocal coaches, and I'll say, okay, this voice here, you need to go and see this person here, because I think you'll really connect with her better. You know, for me, it's always about what's best for whoever's coming through the door. I just want them to feel good about them singing. Singing is amazing. It makes you feel so powerful, and I say a lot, I say you should feel like a Russian goddess when you sing. You know, like you should feel invincible.
Really interesting. When I sang a wee bit, when I first started off in a choir, the church choir, there was this woman called Florrie Logan, and local people might remember her, but she was really quite scary.
Mold star.
Aye, but and she said, when you're on stage, you are the king.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, okay. You know, but she had this thing about confidence, and you obviously have that as well.
Yeah. In bucket loads.
But to instill it in other people is quite difficult, I think.
I think it is, but I think my energy really comes alive when I'm in front of a client. I mean, I teach from ages 8 up to adults, and I teach all genres as well.
I was going to ask you about that. Is there any particular one you like most, or like?
No, because I think my technique and my foundations are all the same across different genres. So whether it's punk, rock, metal, opera, jazz, musical theatre, you know, you name it, the foundations, the actual anatomy is still the same kind of thing, the actual anatomy.
Is that something you have to know quite a bit about as well, the anatomy?
Yeah, and I think that's the one thing that I pride myself on. I've done multiple different certifications. I've done male voice change certifications. I've done opera ville certifications. I've done bel canto certifications, modern vocal techniques. So, and I'm always learning. I'm always retraining. I'm always, every client that comes through the door, I learn from. Yeah. And I love that. Yeah. I love also not knowing who's coming through the door.
Have you ever had somebody come through the door who surprised you?
I think, do you mean as in level of ability?
Like,
or?
Yeah, somebody comes in, maybe they haven't sang that much in the start and you go, wow, there's something there.
Yeah, I had a boy, he's I think 13 from Linwood, and I'd never met him before, and his dad had said, I think he can sing a bit. And I was like, okay, right. He'd booked in, I didn't know him. I think his music teacher at Linwood High had actually said, go and see Angela McCallum. And when he came in, I didn't expect what came out of his mouth. His voice sounded like Josh Groban.
Right.
And I was just like, okay. And then my brain started to work and tweak and fix all the little wee moments, like his tongue's not in the right position for a clean tone. You know, he's not using his jaw. There's a tension coming through into the jaw quite a bit, so making him aware of it. He's never done any breath support kind of work before, so it was just a natural voice. He's never had a singing lesson before. He's just a young boy, and he has no idea what he's got in there. And that's just awesome for me to be like, oh, I'm like in a sweetie shop.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay,
fantastic.
Right, come on, let's have a look at the range. Let's see what's happening with the breath.
You're saying range there, that really interests me, because I used to always idolise people like Steve Perry from Journey.
Oh, right, oh yeah.
I could never go that high. And I always thought, and people in Boston, and I thought, can you do that? Can you train can you increase your range by training?
So your voice is a muscle. So how do you get muscles here?
You know, exercise.
Exercise. You can exercise your vocal muscle. Granted, everyone has a particular range where it gets a little bit tight.
Is there not a lot of physical thing that says you can sing there to there?
I don't like boundaries.
Okay.
I like to push the boundaries. You know, I think everyone, we work on different exercises, we can stretch through ranges. You know, I've had quite a few clients who have came, they've maybe only had maybe a 14 note range, and through exercise and different kind of warm-ups and also vocal massage manipulation, I do that too. So stretching through the muscles, stretching through all of the kind of anatomy side of things, and letting them sing with an open sound is really important. And once they're relaxed, comfortable, and then I find that right moment where they're ready to stretch through, we've worked on the muscle, we've built it up, we're ready to go, and we do have a magical moment where we've just stretched a little bit. And it takes a while, like it doesn't, overnight you can't build a muscle, and you know, so it does take time and it takes effort and it takes drilling and consistent drilling of exercises.
I think as well, I mean, I've found personally, if I have a break from singing, say I go on holiday for a month, and I come back, I'm like,
can't sing. Everyone's the same after summer holidays. I remember when I had the music school, after summer holidays, like everyone Hotel came
California,
back for
this one because I can't reach that.
It was terrible. First week back after summer holidays, I would be like, you've not practiced. You've not practiced at all. You've been away for 6 weeks. I know you've not practiced. No.
You need to be singing in the bath or something, singing in the shower when you're on holiday, so keep it up.
But you do need to keep it going. Yeah, you've got to keep it going.
If you're singing even 2 or 3 times a week and you're doing 2 hours each night, that's going to help keep a certain level, I think. But when you stop
I've got quite a few different threads to my kind of business or brand. So one of them is professional, like seasoned artist giggers who are out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you know, and they're straining quite a lot. They're using their voice a lot. They've also been gigging since they were probably about 14 years old. You know, and they've never really had singing lessons, and up
Case in
until
point,
this stage,
I've never had any.
yeah.
No.
So up until a certain stage, their natural voice has gotten them through. And unfortunately, when you get older, things start to relax muscle-wise. And when they start to realise that, they go, oh, I need to get a couple of lessons. And they book in with the Scottish vocal coach. And we do a kind of exercise plan, you know, and you book in for maybe 2 sessions, exercise plan, done, dusted, go away, work on it, book back in 3 months if you need to tweak it. If you're, you know, but if they stick to that exercise plan, their gigging should be okay. A lot of them say they get hoarse after a few gigs. Sometimes it's the environment. Sometimes
you get better.
Yeah,
if you've
absolutely.
Done 3 in a row, the third one's sometimes better than the first one.
Oh yeah, very much so. Yeah.
But it just
Muscles
depends. And also,
relaxed.
if you get a cold or the flu or something like that, try to sing through that. It's difficult as well. Do you?
Yeah, they come for vocal health as well. You know, so all of my videos on. If you follow me on my Instagram on Scottish Vocal Coach, you'll see my videos. I'm a massive fan of making sure your neck is insulated. Everybody forgets about the neck.
That's amazing, right? Okay.
Everyone always puts a hat on and gloves.
So scarves are important.
Scarves all year round in Scotland, please.
Probably.
Yeah,
Probably.
to insulate. Like wear a scarf just once you've warmed up, you know, and also stretching the tongue.
Right.
You ever stretched your tongue?
No.
Do you want to do? Do you want to?
Does it sore?
No, it's not sore.
my
Not
gosh.
sore.
Right,
Just,
go.
come on, we'll all do it together. Come on, people.
Right.
Right. So with your fingers, hold your tongue
Hold my
and
tongue, my 2
bring
fingers.
it out, and you're going to breathe in through your mouth and exhale through your mouth as well.
Right.
And as you exhale, I want your fingers to just pull the tongue slightly, just out a little bit more. So we're going to do that. Okay. Now release it, swallow, breathe in, and you might feel a bit more open at the back of the throat.
Yeah, a wee bit, yeah. Well, it's a try to catch a slimy fish, unfortunately.
You can use obviously a tissue. You can
Obviously,
use
I
a
do.
tissue.
I should
You
use
can,
this. Okay.
you know, but,
No, but-
it's your own saliva, so you're all right.
It's all right.
We're not doing it to
We'll have a
each
wee
other.
wash in between before the next guest comes on. Okay, so that's even something as simple as that.
Something as simple
so
as
I'm going
that.
to start watching your videos on Instagram.
Absolutely. Yeah, please do, because like there's loads of vocal tips, vocal health, how do you get over a cold,
Yeah.
you know, and also what kind of cold do you have?
Oh,
Do you have a wet cold? Do you have a dry cold? What's happening? Do you have a cough? Is it in your nose? Is it in your ears?
shivering
You know?
before a gig with the flu.
Oh.
I've got to go in and sing. No, you've
know.
probably been there as well.
It's
I'm
very
sure.
hard.
So Angela, I know you're based in Renfrew, but what brings you down our way then?
Well, I'm trying to kind of build the brand, the Scottish Vocal Coach brand, and I just want everyone to kind of know about what I do. But I was very, very lucky enough. I've got a very, very good friend called Louise McFarlane,
Right.
who is absolute sunshine for us. And if you know her,
You've had her
you'll
on here
know.
before, I think.
Yes, you'll know that she is just absolute sunshine. And so Louise and I have gone back quite a few years. So she brought her daughter Natalie to me for lessons. Because she was like, and Natalie didn't want to do lessons with me. She was like, I hate her, you know. And Louise was like, you're staying with her. She knows what she's talking about. So that was quite funny, and we've grown through that. And then Louise, lovely Louise, she brought me down here to work with Singer Station.
Right.
So I did quite a few sessions with Singer Station, which obviously is a local group, that do wonderful shows, and it's kind of grown from there.
Okay.
And so I've worked with like Sophie Ramsey as well. She's from down here.
So if you're from this area, the Vale or Lomond or Clyde or Bank or wherever really, it's not a problem.
No, it's not at all. And across the board, it's not. And I'm only across the bridge as well, and it doesn't take long to come and see me.
So the best place to find you is on Instagram, would you say?
Yes.
For contact and stuff?
Yeah, find me on Instagram, Scottish Vocal Coach. And if you ever want to just reach out, you can WhatsApp me on 07849 012 649 as well.
Angela, I just want to say thank you very much for coming in.
Oh,
and I've learned something today, and I think I'm going to give you a wee phone call afterwards and come get a lesson after how many years I've been singing. Anyway, thanks again.
No problem. Thanks you for having me.
So that's it for this episode of Real People. Until next time, bye for now.